Keifi here, and to be honest with you, I was a little disappointed with today's Sony State of Play. I felt that Sony and Square Enix could have both shown a heck of a lot more, especially when it comes to Final Fantasy. I mean, we didn't necessarily have to get a 16 release date, but an update would have been nice. But even so, ignoring that, anything Final Fantasy would have been great to see. That 9 remake they talk about, 7 remake part 2, Final Fantasy Tactics. And speaking of Tactics, I actually wonder if we're going to get that Tactics remake that's been rumored, because the Dialfield Chronicle looks remarkably similar to a Final Fantasy Tactics game. It's just, to the outside observer, I can easily see how that would have been mistaken for a Tactics game. So it makes me wonder, is a Tactics game remake actually in the works? Or could it have been the Dialfield Chronicle? I can certainly get into this game. Same with Valkyrie Elysium. Square Enix did release 2 pretty decent titles, or showcase them anyways. But other than that, I feel like the entire presentation as a whole was just to showcase Exoprimal, remind us that Forspoken has been delayed, and to remind us that Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin is coming out in just a few days. I feel like the entire presentation was kind of catered for this. Now personally, I'm already planning on purchasing both Stranger of Paradise as well as Forspoken, so the State of Play really didn't need to sell me on those games again and take up the time to do that. I'm curious if you guys were already planning on purchasing them and if the State of Play swayed you in any way, because I feel like anyone who was already thinking of buying those games is already going to buy them, and anyone who wasn't swayed wasn't going to be swayed by today's presentation. So these were my quick impressions of today's Sony State of Play. I'm really curious as to what everyone else thought. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it average? And also, which do you think Square Enix will come out with next? Do you think they will show a new Final Fantasy reveal trailer of any kind? Or do you think we will get a new Kingdom Hearts game first? Which of the two do you see happening? Because personally, I'm of the mind it's going to be Kingdom Hearts. The 20th anniversary event will showcase that game we have been longing for. But I want to know your thoughts. Anyways, if you like this video, feel free to hit like and subscribe. Otherwise, I want you to have yourself a fantastic day. May your heart be your guiding key, my friends. And happy gaming.